And yes, it's TwoSun time. It's time for the TwoSun knife. And this is the 261 Apex by Tepe Designs. Well, TwoSun made it, by the way. It says TwoSun right there. And Tepe's got his logo, and I'm number 37. Why am I not number 1? Okay, S110V. Well, they started making them really good at number 35, so I got one of the good. I'm just kidding you. Okay, so there's the lockup, 30%, hardened steel insert, over travel stop, nice number 8 hardware throughout the knife, nice machined pivot here. There's no entry there, but there is back here, number 8, and not a lot of hardware, is there? There's a screw, spotted one, got one. Oh, there's one too. And some holding in the lock bar insert, and then the pivot. That's it, folks. Not a whole lot going on there. And it's got that nice, this looks a lot like the Shockwave. And then he's got another one out now that's carbon fiber, and I think it's a liner lock. So I was trying to steal that one off of eBay, but somebody outbid me, and I think that's really pretty uncool. If I bid on it, nobody's supposed to be bidding on it, okay? You're just supposed to let me have it. Damn it. Apparently nobody got the memo. So I got beat. I got beat a couple times. I don't know how strong I'm going to have to get on it, but I'm just going to step on it hard one of these days. And it better be soon, because these things don't hang on eBay forever. But this is the 261. Come on, open up, baby. Finger flick. Of course, sometimes you can step on that lock bar a little hard when you're trying to do it. But see, that's pretty snappy detent, really, to tell you the truth. Because usually you sit off of that lock bar when you're kicking it. Okay, so that's just good old strong detent pull. Now let's see the flipper tab, which is what you're supposed to do. And yeah, let me see if I can fail this actually. Nope, no go on that one. Let's try this. Get away from my lock bar. Nope, negatory. Okay, so that does hold pretty strong in there. So when it does that, and I can't fail it, we're going to have to go to at least a 5, maybe a 5.2, 5.3, somewhere on my detent scale there in the a little bit stronger area. Now, it makes it a little tougher to kick it open with the finger flick like that. Woo! Got a little bit of choil. I don't know if I like these choils like facing backwards like this, if I like them opened up a little bit more forward there. But then again, I know you don't want to cut down your cutting surface area too much, but to open it up and made it a little bit maybe more usable. You can kind of sneak in there, but not as nicely as if that was opened up a bit more. But I like his blade design. I love his handle designs. They're just crazy good, huh? Like the 204 Bronc or the Shockwave, the 134 Shockwave, just looks a lot like that. Really good. Great. Let's see reverse grip. Oh, that feels comfortable too. And, I thought, damn it, make that Shockwave like 4-inch blade, 9-inch, or whatever it needs to be overall length. Cram a 4-inch blade in there. And no, of course he didn't. He didn't, because I really consider this like a larger Shockwave. But it's 3.5 at best. Okay, 3 1/4 cutting length. 90 millimeters and under 8 inches overall length, 20 centimeters. So I guess I'm gonna have to steal his design from him like a thief. And if we made a 4-inch blade, what do we need overall? We're probably gonna need about 9 inches. I bet we'll need 8 3/4 overall if we do. But that would be a beastly beast, wouldn't it? Because, man, that's just all kinds of good looking. Now, these little fullers along here to kind of make it interesting, kind of dress it up. And then you got all these machined lines all along here. But most importantly, will it cut anything? Whoa, did I touch something? I didn't even feel touching the paper. Whew, baby, that's sharp. That's sharp. Okay, it comes in an exotic box. The TS261, of course, I wrote all over it, Apex. I apparently learned that later after I put my magic marker down, so I think that's when he told me, or I saw it on his Instagram. So Apex S110V for victory, man. And so I sent it in. Is it really S110V? Come on, tell me the truth. Yes. Okay. I can read that. Can you read that? Take a look. Chromium, about 15%. So it ain't 8CR13, is it? And look at the vanadium. Man, they dumped a whole truckload of it in there. There you go, baby. That's why that baby holds an edge like a crazy man. And so you've got your moly in there. Of course, you got some iron. It's weird how they put that in there. But, oh yeah, that's definitely S110V. So it's a super steel. And it's a super cool knife. Look at the design on here. Flows right in the bolster. Almost like he can design a knife. And, yeah, blade to handle length, good. He wrapped around a nice little backspacer on there. Can you touch that blade? Negatory, they're good blade. Ooh, yes. I can touch right. If I push, I can barely touch right there. So where is that? It's on that heel. See, and that, if that just got opened up just a tad, you wouldn't touch that. See, can't hit anything there. But I'm just touching that little heel. Like I was saying earlier, had he kind of opened this up just a little bit more. So, I mean, don't jam your finger down in here, okay? Just don't do that. There's your flipper tab. That's pretty muted, not bad, very intuitive, kicks right open, nice detent, really nice. We'll take this apart as well here in a little bit. First, we got to weigh it up. What do we got for you? 4.6 ounces. Okay. I mean, but it ain't a huge knife. 130 grams. But, you know, it's contoured. Contoured nicely. Look at the pocket clip. What do you think? Where's the screws? I wonder. So, that's beautifully done and keeping the hardware appearance to a minimum, but this really flows on here nicely. Of course, you know, Sean, which is Tepe Designs, he did the Hornet and the Hornet 2, and those were not TwoSun knives, okay? But then he's done the Shockwave and this and the new carbon fiber one. And so the Bronc with Matt Szymanski, he got together with Matt and did the Bronc. I named the Bronc. He let me name it. So that was really nice. Yes, I like this. I mean, it's just, there's something about this design that really appeals to me. I think it's the nice curves. And it doesn't narrow. It doesn't start big and get narrow at the end. I hate that. I mean, I like it when a knife fills your hand out and it continues with nice curves. And then they don't have to do any angular cutaways here and cutaways there and weird stuff. That they just keep it nice and round like this. This is nice. This is smooth and it feels good in the hand and it fills your hand up. And speaking of filling your hand up, wow, I'm surprised it's not fatter than that. 0.48 at 12.4. And I can't get over here, can I? Yeah, that's the same. Okay. So it doesn't change there up and down. 0.15, so we're coming up on 4 millimeters, really close, 3.8. Yeah, I mean, it's not a tall flat grind, so it's, but it seems pretty dang slicey. Really nice that way. Kind of a reinforced tip here, definitely piercing, no problem there. And yeah, if I just bump that choil a little, I could jump up here and then I could do some really, close-up stuff, especially with that tip like that for different things. So I don't know, I might get that choil bumped because this is definitely a keeper in my all-time TwoSun Greats file. But I like the way they did it just the way it is. I always think about throwing some anno or something on it. But you know what? This looks just good the way it is. Very simplistic. But, I mean, it's kind of weird because he's doing a lot of things here, but he kind of fools you. You don't think of it as a lot. You think of it as a very, very plain kind of design. But to think of all these little things, running all the lines, the actual shape, how you're going to curve that pocket clip, how you're going to bring it in and back out, do different things. It does take some consideration, really sitting down and doing that. But yes, overall, and let me see where my balance point is on this. Come on, baby, back me up. Okay, we're good right there. That's nice. Nice drop. Well, first of all, the flipper tab hits you on the thumb. You're already over the detent ball. So very, very fidget friendly. Look at it just close up, drop, drop, right around. I mean, I just brought the knife around and the blade's following me. Okay? And is it centered? Yeah. Any blade player lock rock? Hell no. Hell no. Whew. Now, right hand, but it's right hand carry only. But it looks reasonably deep carry, doesn't it? Because he backed this up. So, there's a lot of knives that'll have a screw right here at the very end. But then he doesn't need to do that. Interesting. Nice. But you can tell it doesn't go all the way through. That's enough right there. That's enough. Feels solid in the hand. It does. Man, that's just good. That's just good. Fit and finish is just excellent on these. So detent is not overly strong, and for a flipper, not bad. Had it been any stronger, I might have bitched a little bit about the finger flickability, but then it's so nice it doesn't fail. So it's right at that edge, and it really is just really nice. Got everything going on with it, except it doesn't have a lanyard hole, does it? And let's tore it apart. And there we go with that. Screwed and unscrewed. Well, you can see right here that that is a D shape. That's a flat spot right there on that. So it's a D-shaped pivot. So because you can't stabilize it on this side, if you had a round pivot tube, it could just turn all sides and you'd never get it unscrewed. But D-shaped pivot, that saves you right there. You're in good shape. Hold on. Let's get this unscrewed. Come on, baby. Out. Out with you. Out with you. Now what do we got? It just fell apart. Aha. Aha. Secret codes inside the knife. And ceramic bearings. And your little steel washer with a racetrack around it. Keep them bearings going. Hardened steel insert, ceramic detent ball. And yes, that acts, as you see, as an over travel stop right there. Well done. Weight relieved, weight relieved. And of course, there's your screw if you want to take the pocket clip off, which I don't. And there we go again. More ceramic bearings, D-shaped pivot. Push it out, drop it off. There it is. So they D-shaped it. the place where it needed to be, which is when it comes across through the blade and into the far side to kick into here, right there, okay? Keep it from turning. Now, we look here, we get a secret handmade detent ramp on this. Who does detent ramps? Anybody? Not many. I've taken apart a couple of knives, maybe like 500, 800 knives, all different brands. So yes, number 37. I think I've seen that number somewhere before. So yeah, that's nice. Huh? He got them all together, right? Put them in order. So this is like Primitive Pete right here, isn't it? 37, 37. I mean, I guess we marked it up good enough. We figured it out, and we got the 37 on the blade, so we know which half went to what. But there's nothing to it. I mean, you got your pivot, your bearings, a body screw, and of course we didn't take the screws out from the other side, but that's it. And there's your stop, and there's, you know, your racetrack washers. The racetrack washers, that's what we'll call them. So yes, it's important how this ends up finally coming through there, but right now it doesn't matter. We can just move it around, but yeah, it's gonna, flat spot's gonna have to be on the downward facing. And let's put a little bit of lube on these ceramic bearings. Okay, we're kicked. I don't know, maybe I can put just a nothing there on that detent track just for shits and giggles, and throw this in here and spin the lucky wheel. Put this back on. Oh crap, we gotta face it which way? Backwards. Yeah, backwards, not down. Okay, getting my knives mixed up. Now, it all pressed together and it fit, didn't it? So now that it's fitting, let's get it while the getting's good. And get this cranked down just like that. So that was easy. Thanks, Sean. It was easy. It's easy. And there we go. And just like a fine-tuned machine. These screws are nice, aren't they? Kind of machined off, nice, flush. They look good. And are we centered? Yeah, we're centered up. Now, how's the action? Well, we got no play, and it's centered. So, is it going to drop? Yeah, oh, it's going to drop all right. Bang. Oh, baby. You are a little bit of a monster there, aren't you? Ooh, you got to think about that finger flick. You can't just get lazy casual with it. But this, snap. So what do you think? 261 S110V, the Apex, and yeah, it's just a skosh under 8 inches. So yeah, it needs to grow another inch, and then it'll be a true LTK favorite. But that's what he can do, right? He can just grow the design, put out a whole nother. It'll be the 260 something else, right? It'll be in the 300 series by then. But oh yeah, you know, really, this is good. It's good carry. It's not that heavy. It's really comfortable ergos, and it's just a great design. Take care, my friends. Love them knives. Thank you, Sean. I love your Shockwave too. I got one. I used to have 2 of those. I got the Hornet too. I got the Hornet 1. I just can't leave well enough alone. And that's because we do. We love them knives. So you guys stay sharp.